Social Security, and $1,304 monthly checks for everyone. I have all the details for you here in the video. Let's get right into it. All right, now first off, if you've been watching the videos here on the channel for a while now, you've heard all these different ideas, plans, proposals, concepts, bills, legislation, and all these other details out there as far as what they want to do to raise benefits, reform the program, change the program, and do all of these other things for the program as a whole, as well as the beneficiaries. Well, some of them out there, in my opinion, are really good ideas. Some of them, in my opinion, are terrible ideas. But this just so happens to be one of them that there are multiple different iterations of that I want to bring to you here in this video, because this could potentially be really good for some people and possibly maybe not so good for others, but we'll see what happens here. And again, like I said, there's multiple different iterations of this whole plan, this concept, this idea. And some of it makes logical sense, but at the same time, it may not make all that much sense. I don't know. But either way, let me share with you exactly what this means and this new $1,304 and where this dollar amount is coming from and how they actually determine this. Okay. So let's think of it this way. Okay, how many people right now receiving Social Security monthly benefits are, say, below the federal poverty line? Well, depends on which numbers you look at. It's around 10.8 million people that are receiving Social Security benefits. Again, fill in the blank with whatever type of benefit. But there's millions and millions of people out there that are receiving benefits below the federal poverty line, obviously, but then in conjunction with any other income that the person may have, they're still below the federal poverty line. So there's a lot of people that are getting benefits below that line, but yet in conjunction with other income they may have, they're above the federal poverty line. But regardless of how you cut it, there's millions and millions and millions of people that are receiving benefits well below the federal poverty line, right? So each year the federal poverty line increases year over year. It's not a ton, but it does increase a little bit. Well, for 2025, yes, it increased a little bit. But for an individual, the federal poverty line is $15,650 as an individual for the entire year. That divides out to $1,304 a month is what that is on a monthly basis for an individual of the federal poverty line right now in 2025. Okay, well, what does that mean? Now, think of it this way. There are some ideas, concepts, plans, proposals, whatever you want to call it here. And again, there's a couple different iterations of this, but one of which is they want to raise all Social Security benefits up to a minimum of the federal poverty line. I like this idea. Why wouldn't we, right? This basically guarantees that all beneficiaries get a minimum federal poverty line benefit, right? Would that make sense? But then there's also other iterations out there where they say, let's flatten out the benefit. Everybody gets a federal poverty line benefit. Basically what that would do is it would turn Social Security into a program that it is now into basically a guaranteed basic income program where a huge percentage of our population, over 72 million people a month, get basically the exact same dollar amount. That's a guaranteed basic income program. That's literally what it is, okay? So we don't necessarily want that because anybody getting a benefit above that amount would obviously see a huge reduction of the benefit. Anybody below that would see a nice increase to their monthly benefit. But I do like the iteration where they discuss raising all benefits to a minimum of the federal poverty line. Then we know with a surety, right, for a fact, we know that everybody receiving a Social Security benefit would then be getting a minimum of a federal poverty line benefit. Now, don't get me wrong, more would be better, but at least we know that not a single beneficiary would be living in poverty. Compared to right now, we know for a fact that there are millions and millions of people, seniors, people with disabilities, that are living on Social Security benefits, living well below the federal poverty line, right? So anyway, that's kind of what this discussion is. Now, kind of take your pick here. And again, one of these iterations I think is a great one, what I just discussed, which is raising all benefits to a minimum of the federal poverty line. Like that idea. Again, $1,304 a month is what that is right now for 2025. But then the other iteration being flatten out benefits for everybody at the federal poverty line. I don't love that. I don't think that's a feasible plan. And it would irritate probably a lot of people that are getting benefits significantly above that and relying on those benefits. They would see benefits significantly dropped to that, okay? I don't love that idea, and realistically, I don't think that is at all feasible. I don't think that could fly. However, raising benefits up to the federal poverty line and establishing a minimum benefit, significantly above where it currently is, which, by the way, the minimum benefit right now for 2025 is a little over $50 a month. That's it, $50. What are you going to do with that, right? That's like, I don't know, a couple days worth of groceries. I mean, seriously, that's about it. It's not going to do anything for you. It may pay like one utility bill, maybe it pays like your internet bill for the month or something. It's not going to do virtually anything. So that's really bad. And there's unfortunately a lot of people that are well below this, especially those people that are receiving maybe SSDI or survivor's benefits or spousal benefit or things like this. And again, even right now, the average retirement benefit is just under $2,000 a month, which, that's still pretty significantly higher than this $1,304 on a monthly basis. But that also means that a lot of people are getting significantly below the average as well. So the point is, not a bad idea here, but this would be the new federal, this is the new federal poverty line, but that is the dollar amount on a monthly basis. And again, it'd be really nice for a lot of people that would fall into this category that'd be impacted by this and how something like this could actually play out. So not a bad strategy. And it'd be very beneficial for, a lot of people that are receiving those lower benefits to raise benefits up to at least this dollar amount. Not a bad strategy whatsoever. But then again as well, there's always the big question of who's going to pay for it? Where's the money going to come from? Well, okay, I could give you like multiple different ideas. As far as we wouldn't have to do a whole lot of changes at all to the program, it would impact nobody in a negative way, and ultimately it would result in significantly more money for Social Security. For example, if they just properly invested the money, the roughly $2.7+ trillion of money in the trust fund, if they properly invested it and got a better return on that money, that would yield hundreds of billions of dollars a year. Rather than the pathetic 2.4% that they got last year. It's bad, really, really bad, right? Anyway, this is what I want to share with you really quickly. Let's just see what happens here. Again, no promises on any of this. I have no idea what they're going to do going forward. They don't even have a plan yet. That's the scary part, is they don't have a plan. Any lawmakers, again, I don't care who it is, any lawmakers affiliated with any party, doesn't matter. Nobody has a solid plan on what they're going to do for Social Security. But there's a lot of ideas, right? So anyway, I want to do what I can for you to keep you updated with what's going on. Again, as always, I will keep you posted. If you have not done so yet, if I can ask a huge, huge favor of you, number one, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you're new here or if you have not done so, please make sure to subscribe. There's a subscribe button right down below the video. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Make sure to stay tuned. There's a lot of things happening right now in 2025. I will keep you posted on all of that. Otherwise, if you can think of one or two people that benefit from this video here or any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel, or that benefit from knowing me and or this channel, please feel free to share this video with them. There's a share button right down below. Again, it is 100% free to do so. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Otherwise, check out the well over 5,000 videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand selected for you down below in the description or the top of the comment section. And right now showing up on your screen as well. You'll see some videos there. Thank you so much. Please check out one of those videos. Otherwise, I hope to see you again soon in the next one. And again, thank you so much for your support. I truly do appreciate it. Just want to do everything I can for you, all of you here in this community. Such a weird time, especially for the low income and fixed income. It's a rough time out there. Anyway, enjoy. I'll see you again soon.